So I promised Steve that I would record the lesson that we went over on Wednesday. It was on Arlow's blade attacks. We're going to use arming swords today, but it shouldn't make much of a difference. They should all be the same. So if we both assume tierce, Arlow's first blade attack, which he's explained earlier, is just the bind. Right? In Arlow's system, the bind is just whenever our blades are touching, and it does not indicate or imply pressure in any direction. This is sort of a feeling out area where I can choose to do based on choose what to do next based on his inputs. He doesn't give us any specific advice on this blade attack that isn't applicable broadly in the rest of the system. The next one he gives us is displacement, right? So that is going to be when we enter this bind, we can execute this for one of two reasons. We can execute it to set up like a glide thrust. We can use it so that as I apply pressure, to break him out of this position, he changes to another target, and then I re-engage with whatever attack I want. So that's a first intention or a second intention way to use the displacement. So the next one is the beat attack, right? So this is pretty straightforward. We are going to start probably not in a bind. As I advance into distance, I'm going to, with a suddenness, beat that blade. Arlow describes the center on center, so that was actually a little bit, I want to go boom to get a big displacement on the hand, as opposed to just displacing this tip, and then that creates the opening I want to go in there. So those are the three types of blade attacks. I'm sorry, there is a fourth one, which we didn't go over on Wednesday, which is disarms. It is, as far as I can read, the super cool one that you see in all the movies, and then his sword goes flying through the air. Arlow says, this one is very difficult and very risky. So I'm not even going to teach it. So that being said, the beat attack is very straightforward. The normal bind is very straightforward. The displacement can be broken into three parts. You've got what he calls his straight or simple displacements, which is just pressing in and turning your true edge to create some opening. You've got what he calls transitional displacement, where I might apply pressure here, and if I feel that he's giving me strong resistance, as soon as I feel that, go to the other side and displace and make whatever attack I'm going to make after that. So that was straight, transitional, and then he also has what he calls circular, which is where I'm going to trace some kind of circle with my tip around his hand to arrive in an advantageous position for whatever my follow-on action. So that was three types of blade attacks: the bind, the displacement, and the beat. And the displacement has three types of displacement: the straight displacement, the transitional displacement, and the circular displacement. Hopefully that's useful for you. Hopefully you got a good look at it. If you need more help, I can record more stuff, but I might not have Phil to be my lovely assistant next time. All right.